Episode 1 of The Judge Returns opens with a chilling portrait of moral decay, introducing Lee Han-young as a judge who has long abandoned the idea of justice. He doesn't hide his corruption, he embraces it, openly calling himself a servant judge for Hinal law firm. From the start, the episode makes it clear that Han-young isn't a misunderstood anti-hero, he's complicit, comfortable, and deeply entrenched in a system that rewards obedience to power over the law. Ji-Sung's performance immediately sets the tone. Han-young's eyes are cold and distant, as if he's already hollowed out whatever conscience he once had. His dynamic with Chief Justice Kong Shin-Jin is especially unsettling. Kong isn't just powerful, he's ideological, wielding his own twisted version of justice to justify cruelty and ambition. Their interactions feel less like professional exchanges and more like a predator sizing up prey, even when Han-young appears to be safely under his wing. The episode's tension sharpens when prosecutor Kim Ji-na enters the picture. Unlike the judges, she's driven by personal loss, seeking revenge against those responsible for her father's death. Ji-na brings a quiet intensity to the role, and her presence immediately disrupts the complacency of the corrupt world surrounding Han-young. When the three converge around a single case, the courtroom becomes less a place of law and more a battlefield of opposing moralities. The turning point comes swiftly and decisively. After years of submission, Han-young's attempt to break away from Hinal law firm costs him his life, only for him to awaken 10 years in the past, seated once again in a courtroom. The regression isn't treated as spectacle but as reckoning. Armed with memories of his death and the consequences of his choices, Han-young is forced to confront the man he was and the system he once served. What works best in episode 1 is its refusal to soften its protagonist. This isn't a redemption story that asks for sympathy up front. Instead, it challenges viewers to watch a deeply flawed man wrestle with the possibility of change. The pacing is deliberate, heavy with atmosphere, and focused more on moral tension than plot twists. By the end of the premiere, The Judge Returns doesn't promise easy justice, it promises conflict, consequence, and a long, uncomfortable journey toward accountability. It's a strong, somber opening that lays a solid foundation for a revenge story rooted not just in power, but in choice.
그렇게 이혼하고 싶었니?
서류 보낼게.
피고인 이한영은 자신과 공무원 공범을 살인하고 협박하였습니다. 아니야. 피고인 나는 무죄예요.
내 무죄는 내가 증명할 겁니다.
이번이 판사님 혼자서 절대 해결 못해요.
쓰레기가 판사님 내려니까 이 꼴 당하는 거 아니야?
어떻게 알았습니까? 사건 기록 안 보세요?
판사님이 다시 풀어줬잖아요. 왜 그랬어요?
그래요, 나 판사야. 나랑 같이 김상진 재판합시다. 김상진이 연쇄 살인범이라는 증거